Welcome back to Grizz Vision, brought to you by the Evans Law Group. My name is Neil Rule, here with Coach Kampe at Wright State's practice facility. Coach, tomorrow we go across the street over to the Nutter Center, and it's a place that hasn't been too kind to the black and gold as of late.
Not the last few years. Wright State's, since Cole Gentry got there, we haven't beaten them. And I keep saying that every time we play him. Right. And he's just a kid I'm in love with. I mean, I just think he's an unbelievable player. They have a lot of really good players, though. Wampler, I think, if I had to vote today, Wampler would get the vote for Player of the Year in the league. I know that Walton played great last night against us, but he missed so much time. Those two guys, to me, are the guys that are maybe be the most dynamic players in the league. But the most important player in the league, to me, is Cole Gentry. And I say that because, one, we haven't beaten him, and he's played great against us. But also, I think this Wright State team, we've been in the Horizon League 7 years, and I think, I had a team, Alec Peters' team at Valpo, and our team with Kay Felder. I thought those were the two best teams I've seen in the league. We finished second to that Peters team, and I thought that team any other year would have won the league. I just think that Alex Peters' team was just a touch better than we were, and maybe if Kay had come back for his senior year, we won the league the next year, number one seed in the tournament, and we were really good, and it was a really good team. But if Kay had come back, that might have been, so right in there. This Wright State team, I think, is as good as those two teams and could be better. I think that we'll see as the league plays out. But they score from all five positions, which in this day and age is so important. They can outscore you, but they can lock down, too. Jalen Hall is a tremendous defender. Gentry, again, is one of the smartest players in the league. And then, I haven't even mentioned the man inside, and that guy is,
Player of the Year guy?
Yeah, that guy is a special player in there. And I have to say all those other things about, the team, and haven't even talked about the guy that probably will win Player of the Year in the league. So, I just think they're an outstanding team. Scott, I've known Scott for years. We've competed against each other for years. We know he's an outstanding coach. He coaches offense as good as you can coach it, and they play offense as good as you can play it. They really do. And I have all the respect in the world for this Wright State team. But having said that, we're going to compete tomorrow. I like the direction we're going. Rashad is getting comfortable, obviously, his last two games. We're not going to expect that, but he's getting comfortable in the offense. We've kind of now folded him in. Our players understand and expect. And I think that on a night that he's making shots and Xavier plays at the all-league level that he can play and Brad plays at the level he can play, when our A game now, as we get better, I think we can compete with anybody. Can we do it on a consistent basis? No, we're ready to do that yet, but, we still have a month to go.
When you look at Brad, and you brought Brad up, he's rounding into form much the same way we saw last year. When once February hit, he became a double-double machine. He's averaging double figures, I think, in his last 4 or 5 games. He's rounding into form.
Well, I think adding Rashad has really helped Brad because, we were so poor from the perimeter at 20-some% that now when you have somebody, you really got to guard. So they got to guard Lampman, and now they got to guard Rashad, and Rashad could do more than just shoot. Blake is a shooter, and you got to be connected to him, or he can make 6-7 threes in a game. So that, and now, but Rashad is more than just that. Rashad isn't, he can go by you. He can score, he had 15 free throws in the Detroit game. So as we've learned how to play with him and we're getting better with that, that's opening up the post, and Brad's going to be the beneficiary of that. So, I like the direction we're heading. I think that by March, if we keep going in the direction we're going, I think we can be a formidable foe for all the teams in this league.
Coach, it's a tradition when we come here to the Wright State's practice facility. I know that you always look into the camera, and you make your plea. Yeah, the facility envy that you have when we walk in this place. It is an incredible facility.
Well, I make those pleas when we're at the top of the league. Right now, we're not at the top of the league, so I think Greg Kampe needs to worry about winning basketball games and not about facilities and things like that. And we are. We had a great practice today, and we're getting better, and we're grinding, and we're doing all the things you got to do to take a team that's struggled and go. And, the big thing we keep selling our kids is we've lost 9 times in the final possession and won 0. And, in a regular season, you go 50-50 in that. We're not that far away. And if we'd won them all, everybody'd be talking about, wow, how are they winning games, And so you're that far away from being a team that can compete and make this season end the right way. And so we're going to keep grinding with it. We're going to keep talking about that, and we're going to believe that. And so we'll see what happens tomorrow. They beat us by 30 at our place, and now we come to their place a month ago. How much better are we? That's what the real measuring stick is tomorrow.
All right, Coach, appreciate the time as always.
Okay.